Well, I don't know if we get to the point where we just say this is about big business and let's pull the curtain back and let's organize this. So, do you think that there's going to be this type of setup in the next near future, next 10 years?
I do, and Dan, I don't know why we wouldn't. And I was reading over. I think Paulie put this plan together, and you guys were talking about it. Well, there's money to be made. There's obviously, interest. You get people that, for instance, if it's Alabama or Clemson or somebody else who represents and gets to play a home game, then people there go. We won't have empty facilities. I just think there's pressure. There is more opportunity. Now we don't have the argument over conference champions. Should they be automatically in? You get the wild cards, so the little guy may still have a chance that, that hung around or just missed out. Hell yeah, I do. Dan, we need some change. We definitely need some change, because right now, if I ask you, looking at schedules and I like the 8 games and then, the 9 games and then the 3 non-conference where you're playing in your own conference. Think about this. What is Alabama, unless they fall flat now, LSU may get them, but Clemson with their schedule, Dan, don't they waltz to the final? I mean, aren't they in the Final Four? No matter. I mean,
feels
they,
like
they
it.
could play with doesn't it? I mean, even though they're not playing great football, they're going to waltz. So looking over this, and I just got it a few minutes ago, and I actually like it. I need something that gives me more intrigue. Home games, I like that, and then I like the FCS talk with Paulie, and you should post that on Twitter and on social media. I think it's a really, really good idea, and I think we need some reform going on in college football to add the next level of interest. I do, and chance.
If I let these teams, these schools, and you play at these schools, and I give you minimum wage for the hours that you put in, and you can control your likeness, I'm going to guess these players playing in the Big 5 conferences that we'll have probably will sign off on this.
Yeah. Oh, there's no question about it. And when people say, well, the rich get richer, well, there's only so many scholarships to go around, Dan, right? So you can't have 115 guys like the old days when the top 6 running backs would go to USC. They're going to have to spread the worth too. I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. And getting back to just the part of the likeness, I've never understood, for instance, we assume that everybody's going to go earn money on a Sunday. No, the Peyton Mannings and Tom Brady's aren't the norm. That's the aberration. The guy who's in the league 2 years and leaves is not. So he may not make a lot of money in the NFL. And why shouldn't I? What if a guy, Dan, I'll use me as an example, if you don't mind. Coming out of school, number 1 recruit, went to USC. Sure, Mel Kiper's list, going to be a first-round pick. I shredded my knee twice. Now, growing up in California and being in Los Angeles, how many speaking engagements while I was the Trojan starter could I have gone and made money on? And then I went on and was a non-drafted free agent, made $82,500 as a rookie, not $8,500,000. It would have been nice to start out and say, man, I'm just using me as an example. I get it. And when they say, well, the backup quarterback's not going to get as much, and the vice president doesn't make as much as the president when it comes to a corporation or a company. So I am for it, and there's ways to work around it. I don't like hand-to-hand cash from the university, at least now, unless we all had a hand in it. But the likeness, I don't see why Trevor Lawrence shouldn't be able to make money on a shoe deal. Dabo Swinney does. And when somebody tells me, well, Sean, it's free education. Free education? Yeah, summer vacation, most of the guys I know were busting their butt trying to get a scholarship and going to class and playing summer league baseball and didn't get to go on vacation. I know in my house I couldn't, because my dad said when you commit to a team or practice, you're going to stay there and practice for a team. We're not going on summer vacation. So I don't know when anybody says that it was a free education, because you got to earn it. So I have a strong feeling about that when people say, oh, you got a free scholarship. No, I actually didn't. I had to earn every damn bit of it.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.